Shahram Bakhtiar asks, how long should I spend on a particular drill if I have only 1 hour and a half? I'll touch on that in a minute when we come to the practice routines. In fact, we'll move on to that now because that segues in, Dave Daly, you'll like that phrase, corporate speak, that segues into practice routine. So just very briefly talking through Beat Your Heart Break Chapter 2, which is practice routines. We talk about, first of all, the shot process. So the shot process is your pre-shot routine, which we talk about in some of the videos. Are you doing that properly? Without your pre-shot routine and post-shot routine, staying down and watching the shot, which all of you obviously do from now on, don't you? Doing that properly is your foundation for everything. Without pre and post-shot routines, it's just a waste of time practicing, basically. You're not going to learn anything. And neither do we deserve to if we're not willing to put in the pre and post-shot routines. Then with practice, you have to utilize learning skills. And that includes, for example, making things, where are we? Yes, so learning skills, the chapters in Beat Your Heart Break How to Practice include learning skills, practice precision, how to practice, concentration, potting easy balls. There's a whole methodology for how to make sure you pot every easy ball you go for or move toward that goal, and shot selection. So how do we practice? Find practice routines that work for you. What does that mean? With your self-rating document, you take your weakest areas, go into the practice routines in BYHB and make some written practice schedule for yourself. Plan it the day before. I've got 90 minutes tomorrow. What am I going to do in that 90 minutes? Sometimes I'd have a 5-hour practice session booked the next day and I'd have 10 sessions of 30 minutes written down the day before. And then when you go to sleep, you wake up, you've already gone through this 5-hour, you've mentally rehearsed this 5-hour block, you're ready for it. And it's much easier to execute a routine that you've planned the day before than it is to just turn up to the table and hope that you're going to have a decent practice session. It's also about reducing variables in your practice. In other words, so I had somebody yesterday, pool player, who came in from Holland, and we were working on smooth acceleration through the ball, that instead of snatching, that smooth acceleration. And he was applying that to various shots, but they were something like this. Greens in the corner with an angle, with speed. So what I said was, and they weren't going in as expected, because all your bandwidth is on smooth acceleration. So I said, look, shorten it, straighten it, and slower it. So you want to be able to play just very basic shots. Dead centre, slow, straight and short. Let's write that down. If we've got any paper. So shorten, straighten, is that right? Shorten, straighten and soften. That's what to do if your practice is not working well. Instead of being like the fly against the window trying to get out, you just do this, make it easier. And the frustration levels will reduce, the anger will reduce from boiling to simmering to cool, and you'll be able to look with a clear head at what you're actually doing. But the ego doesn't like to dumb down and play very simple shots. So just try to park the ego to the side and short and straighten and soften.